JFK 40 years, 40 people, 40 stories. On News Talk 820 WBAP.
For so many who were in downtown Dallas on that afternoon, November 22nd, 1963 was a typical day in a typical place.
I was a salesman for a motor freight firm, and I took a customer to lunch at 11:30, and while we were eating lunch, I casually asked him if he'd care to go see the Kennedy motorcade.
As it turned out, Ernest Brandt's customer did want to go.
And I suggested that we go to Dealey Plaza.
Within a few minutes, the Kennedy motorcade rolled down Houston Street.
Just as he got a little past us, bang, there was a loud report. My first thought was it was a motorcycle backfire. My second thought immediately was that Kennedy heard that motorcycle backfire, and he was just playfully reacting to it, see? Boy, and then in about 3 seconds or so, there was a second loud report like that, and then I realized it was not a motorcycle backfire, and somebody was shooting from somewhere, and I got scared, and I looked for a tree.
Soon the awful truth became clear.
The Associated Press reports from Dallas that President Kennedy was shot today.
Brandt and his customer had to make a decision.
We discussed it for a couple of minutes, and I told him, I said, John, we better tell the police we're here. Well, he looked at his watch, and he said, no, you better take me back to work. Says, my boss believes in punctuality. So we walked right in front of the Texas School Book Depository with all the policemen with their shotguns and rifles in hand, and we told no one.
Ernest Brandt was 37 then. He's turned the events over in his mind a million times.
I've not only was an eyewitness, but I have researched this thing off and on. Although a lot of people say, no, one man couldn't do such a horrible thing all alone. But one man did, in my opinion.
Still, when Brandt looks back 40 years...
To this day, I regret not telling the police or the authorities we were there.
For JFK 40, I'm Jim Ryan, WBAP 24-Hour News.
Listen for JFK 40, The Lost Kennedy Tapes. Saturday, November 22nd on News Talk 820 WBAP.